I'm in my favorite city in Europe right now, Barcelona, Spain. This is my third time here, and every time I come back, there's something new to discover. Our cities are becoming so indistinguishable with international shops and restaurant chains, but not this city. This city is one of a kind.
Let me give you an example. What do you think of when you go out for champagne?
Anywhere else in the world, if you were enjoying champagne, it would probably be for a special occasion. You'd be dressed all spiffy, but things are a little different here in Barcelona. Come look.
This is a bar called Champagne, which loosely means champagne, and it's one of the most popular places in town to enjoy a glass of bubbly. Champagne in Spain is called cava, and they sell plenty of it here in this brightly lit, family-run place.
Hola!
Hello.
May I have some cava?
Cava or champagne?
Oh, champagnettes. So is it like a sparkling wine?
It's a sparkling wine.
It's beautiful. Oh, me gusta.
See?
Yeah, sí, I like.
You like a little anchovies is the specialty of the house.
Is this what I should have with the champagnette? I would love some anchovies. Oh my gosh. Do you see the anchovies? It's like a bundt cake of anchovies. But it's just the fish that you always say we don't want any of that on our pizza. Oh, they really are anchovies. And should I eat these with bread?
Can you choose?
Oh no!
Okay.
Okay. So I lift up in the air. Oh gosh. Okay.
Sí.
Just eat it.
Sí, no problem. Okay.
Oh, no, actually that is really good. That is awesome. But I love salt. But I will definitely drink this down.
Salud.
Salud! Barcelona is made up of many wonderful neighborhoods. The most popular one to wander about in is the Barri Gothique, or the Gothic quarter. In most European cities, you've got a few Gothic buildings spread here and there, but in Barcelona is where you will find one of the most intact medieval neighborhoods in the world, and the feeling is just one of time travel as you walk down twisting streets made narrow by 14th century walls. Streets so narrow that the sun has a hard time slipping through. It's just wonderful. This is Barcelona's historical center. Everything of importance happened here over the last 2,000 years when Barcelona was founded as a Roman colony. Evidence of the Roman times exist. You just may have to go through a few 14th century archways to find them.
Maps are a waste of time in the Gothic quarter, and no matter how hard you try to get lost, you'll eventually unfortunately, find yourself back in the 21st century.
This is the centerpiece of the Gothic quarter, the cathedral. And now here's a hot stock tip for you. Ready? I'm going to make you rich, rich, rich. Invest in a European scaffolding company. I've been throughout Europe. All the buildings are covered with this stuff, and it's such a shame. This is the most beautiful facade. Right now it's covered because they're cleaning it. You can walk around the entire cathedral for beautiful views of its architecture. And just know that this cathedral was begun in 1298, which shows you not only how old Barcelona is, but how prosperous it has always been.
Part of Barcelona's prosperity was based on its location on the Mediterranean Sea, and there are still beautiful beaches here. But what really made it special was its emphasis on art as well as commerce.
What a beautiful building. This is a very famous restaurant called Four Cats. It's famous because this was Picasso's hangout when he first came to Barcelona. He was 17, and he actually had his very first exhibition right here. He showed some of his sketchings and drawings to his friends, and actually one of them is on the menu right now. So this was a very bohemian, artistic hangout. Let's see what it's like now. Hello. I think they're artists, I don't know.
Barcelona is the capital of Catalonia, a region in southern Spain. Catalonia was its own independent nation before becoming a part of Spain, so there's a great deal of pride here in their own history. They consider themselves Catalan first, then Spanish. Part of that pride is on show every day right in front of the cathedral. This is the Sardana, the national dance of Catalonia. When the brass band starts to play, watch out! Immediately, hands clasp and a circle is formed. More and more people join in and they throw their belongings into the middle. Purses, jackets, even the family dog.
Oh, can I break in? See? See?
It's obvious who the pros are here, but first-timers are always welcome, and if you wait long enough, someone with a lot of patience will be there to help you out.
It looks simple, and yet it's not.
Cathedrals aren't the only landmarks in this city.
Would you look at this? It's literally a wall of grapes.
When we return, we'll explore a market that you could say is at the top of the food chain in Barcelona.
Right now I'm walking down Las Ramblas. It's this grand 1-mile tree-lined boulevard that ends at the Mediterranean Sea. And you can see that here the pedestrian is king. The cars are pushed off to the side, so it allows us just to walk down. It's like this wave of people, isn't it? It's like, my goodness, there are so many people here. When you're walking down Las Ramblas, you have to make a stop off at La Boqueria. This is voted year after year one of the best markets in Europe. So beautiful. All the fruits and vegetables are stacked up like art.
This market is a Barcelona institution. You might want to stop here to pick up some fruit, cheese, eat at one of the frenetic lunch counters, or just walk around and take some pictures. As for me, I seized the opportunity to improve my butchering skills.
Do you need help? Do you need help? See me? Sí, sí. All right.
Cuidado, ¿eh?
Sí? Cuidado. Sí, muy cuidado. Okay. All right, ready? So.
Fuerte. Fuerte.
Yo, 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 yo.
Fuerte.
Harder?
¡Hala! Otro. Muy bien.
Yay! I'm the lucky winner. What do I get? This. Ugh, gracias. See, isn't this wonderful? You know, 1 minute we're walking through a complex city, next a promenade along a gorgeous marina. This is why I love Barcelona, because both worlds exist. Now this is the old port. Used to be an industrial place, wouldn't want to be down here if you valued your life kind of place, but the 1992 Olympics changed all of that. They came to Barcelona and this whole area was made into one of just the top destinations. Look at all these wonderful restaurants. I love this. People just look like they're living the good life. You know, they've got their big sunglasses on and they're drinking their lovely Chardonnays and just looks so wonderful. Bet you those restaurants are expensive though. Ah, let's do it. They say that Barcelonians live their lives outdoors, and why not? It's a near perfect Mediterranean climate, and also because it's right on the sea, you have wonderful seafood, so you have to get some shellfish. I've got the sea bass, and it's prepared with olive oil, honking handful of garlic and potatoes with a garlic aioli. Now this is a traditional Catalan preparation. Again, we're in Catalonia and they have their own language. And where you're gonna see that a lot is on restaurant menus. You'll open it up and you won't recognize it. And your Spanish book, your little Spanish language book, won't be able to translate it for you. Now, restaurants do have Spanish menus. They do even have English menus, especially places like this that are very touristy. But it's really good to get a guidebook that has some key useful phrases and words in Catalan. standing in the district known as Eixample, which means enlargement, and that's what happened when Barcelona outgrew its old city parameters. Here the streets are wide, tree-lined, and set up in orderly rows. I love the intersections. They're all like this. The buildings are sort of set back from the corner and at a diagonal, and this was so that horse-driven carriages would have more visibility and they wouldn't collide into each other. I think it helps motorists as well, and it also just allows for more light to pour through. This is a very elegant neighborhood, a lot of townhouses and former palaces, and actually my hotel was a former 19th century palace.
This is the Hotel Claris, located in the restored 19th century Palace Vedruna.
Gracias. When you walk into the lobby, you'll see nothing 19th century about it. The lobby is sleek and stylish with wonderful design elements. Look at this water streaming across and down a glass hallway. When it comes to accommodations in Barcelona, Hotel Claris is one of the favorites. Visitors, business people are all drawn to its blend of old and new, even ancient. You have a 5th century Roman mosaic hanging over a very curvaceous, sexy retro sofa. On the first floor, you'll find a gallery of ancient Egyptian artifacts, and on the rooftop, a pool terrace. So this is one fabulous hotel. This is my room, which is considered a standard room here. Pretty nice, huh? I think it's really anything but standard. The furniture and lighting is all custom made for this hotel, and every room has its own piece of original artwork. The bathroom here is great too. Look at that big tub, and they give you a toiletry here that I have never gotten in any hotel I have ever stayed at, and that is little eau de toilette. They give you some perfume. So I was thinking, if I wear this and knowing that this is one of the top hotels in Barcelona, if I walk into a restaurant, will people go, oh, she's staying at the Hotel Claris? You've got to see the windows here. They're huge. They let in lots of light, and I've got a great view. Now, when booking a hotel room in Barcelona, know that there are exterior rooms, they face the street, and interior rooms that face a courtyard. I sometimes find the courtyard's a little gloomy, not enough sunlight, but you know, if you're staying down in the Gothic quarter where people are partying all night, you might like the quiet, not the street level. But this, for me, is perfect.
Next, we'll visit a family home that freaked out the neighborhood. We'll find out why it was called the House of Bones when we return.
I'm in the country of Spain on the Mediterranean coast, in the city known as Barcelona. It's raining. They told me it would if I came in October. The nicest time to visit Barcelona is in the late spring, early summer. But I'm telling you, if you have a chance to come to the city, don't you care what time of year it is, you just come. Yesterday we walked down Las Ramblas, a very grand boulevard. This is the city's other grand boulevard, Passage de Gracia. Now, if Las Ramblas was a walk, this is a parade. Just the architecture alone makes you stand up straight as you walk past luxurious hotels and residences, expensive shops. Few cities have been so defined by one architect like Barcelona has, and that architect is Antoni Gaudí. His stuff is very easy to spot. No, that's not it. Pretty, but no. Okay, now we're talking. This is the Casa Batlló. Incredible, isn't it? I mean, it just really stops you in your tracks. Now, the facade depicts the slaying of the dragon by St. George. St. George is the patron saint of the city of Barcelona, and he's depicted in that four-sided cross, and that's like a sword being driven down into the dragon. So do you see the dragon? Okay, look at the roof line. See all the knobs? That's its spine. The mosaic front is its scaly skin. There's its mouth, and you see what's in its mouth? Bones from its victims. Even the balconies are the skulls from its victims. And this was built for a family as their home. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
So if it looks like this on the outside, what must it look like on the inside? Well, to find out, will cost you about $12. This was an already existing house that Gaudí completely remade for a very wealthy textile family. The entranceway was designed to make you feel like you are now inside the dragon, with a wooden vertebrae staircase and lights like reptile eyes.
This is the main room of the home. This is where the family would have done most of its living. You see, it has this huge window. Most homes on the street had this, and this was so that the wealthy families of the time could see, and most importantly, be seen living their very luxurious lives. Now, what I find it funny is that when this home was finished, people were so scared that they actually nicknamed it the House of Bones. And you just think, what did the children think growing up in a home like this? Like, I live in the house with all the skulls on it. Want to come over for dinner? You know, I read somewhere that we get the term gaudy, as in like tacky, overdone, from Gaudí. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I would completely disagree. I mean, I think this man is brilliant, and his works, 100 years later, are still way ahead of their time. But Gaudí has many buildings throughout Barcelona, including one so massive, so overpowering in scope, that even unfinished, it is the symbol of Barcelona.
It's the cathedral known as La Sagrada Familia, the Church of the Sacred Family.
I think it's safe to say that there is nothing else like this in the world, and I would allow at least 2 hours to do the Sagrada Familia, because you are going to be standing in amazement a lot. Now, when Gaudí started this over 120 years ago, he knew he would not live to see it completed, but in his words, the patron of this building is in no hurry.
Gaudí wanted to build a cathedral for the 20th century. He envisioned the entire Bible to be carved into its stone, with the three main facades of the cathedral depicting the life and times of Jesus Christ: the Nativity, the Passion, and the Glory. The four towers on each of the three sides would represent the 12 apostles. It's been over 120 years and it's still not done. One of the reasons it's taken so long is that Gaudí insisted all money come from the people. No private or government funds should be accepted. Gaudí himself gave everything to the building of this cathedral and died penniless.
The Sagrada Familia is just so spectacular that even though it's right in front of you, you can't believe your eyes. I can't help but think back to that one day before 1883 when Gaudí thought, you know, I had an idea for a cathedral, and there it is. And if that doesn't show you that what you dream you can achieve, I don't know what does. I'm in Barcelona, Spain, an extraordinary city right on the Mediterranean Sea. This is my third time here, and one thing I've never done is take the cable car across the port up to Montjuic. Fear of heights and falling to my death into the water below may be one of those reasons, but I'm having a good time now.
Montjuic is a mountain overlooking Barcelona that has become a recreation and leisure destination. It's also where the 1992 Olympic Games took place.
Up on Montjuic is El Poble Español, the Spanish village, and it's this recreation of all the different Spanish villages you would see throughout Spain, architecturally, the differences, the different regions. And I've always avoided this because, first of all, you got to pay to get in, so I just thought, oh, cheesy theme park alert. But now that I'm here, it ain't bad.
This was all originally built for the 1929 Barcelona World Exposition.
Spain is made up of 17 different regions. Each one has its own distinct architecture, craftsmanship, food. This building right here, very pretty, is actually from the north of Spain. This is the Navarra region. All of a sudden the roads narrow, the walls become stark white. Now we are in Cádiz. It's the southern tip of Spain, and it is where flamenco was born.
Of course, there are plenty of restaurants and shops to wander in and out of, but what makes this especially worth your time is to watch all the artisans featured throughout the village.
Hola.
Hola.
Do you do all the scarves?
Yes, everything is made by me.
Yeah? Can I try one on?
Yes, of course.
I like the pink one there. But this is neat too. This is a different type of thread. You like?
Yes.
You like?
Nice color for your face.
Yeah, I like that. It's bright. Bright, very cheery. That green one is nice as well.
Would you like to try it on? I think this one is nice for the jacket you are wearing.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. You're right. That chartreuse thread. I like that. Look at that. It moves beautifully with these. Love these. Very dramatic. I can make a statement. You know, you could really make a nice day of it up here on Montjuic, and if you do, look into getting the Montjuic card. It's a visitor's pass, and it gives you to and from transportation on the cable car, admission into all the museums up here, the Spanish Village, and you get a free bike so you can take a little ride around all the parks here. Good deal. This is such a neat city with a fascinating culture and history, miraculous architecture, and right on the Mediterranean coast. But why this is my favorite European city is because of the people. Grandparents, kids, young hip couples all share the same restaurants, cafes, and neighborhoods. And I've never seen that before, such a blend of the generations. Here in Barcelona, everyone takes part in its vitality. If you want to learn more about what I did in Europe, talk about the show, or check out my photos and journal, log on to Travel Channel at discovery.com. See you there.